LA This Week.
I'm Anna Margos. It's a who's who of LA's top cops and firefighters. The E Awards honor the best, the brightest, and the most heroic coming up.
I'm Rasha Goel. Up next, the gift items in this basket may seem like daily necessities, but I'll tell you what makes this gift basket special.
One of the fundamentals of learning, backpacks, and 250 of them were given to students free at one South Los Angeles school, the alma mater of one LA City Council member. I'm Gil Reyes with the story next.
Hello and welcome to LA This Week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yana Kay. First, there was an immigration ban, followed by the phasing out of DACA. Now, the White House is setting its sights on another class of immigrants. But Councilmember Gil Cedillo is fighting back with a new proposal in City Council. Anna Marcos has more.
The Trump administration's latest push to target immigrants has brought a new push from them and their supporters at City Hall.
We are here to fighting. We're not going back to our country. It's time to going to fight and ask to the members of the Congress and the political, do something for us. It's enough time to being in this limbo.
Evelina Hernandez has worked in the U.S. for 20 years under TPS, Temporary Protected Status, which allows people from disasters or war-torn countries to work without being deported. But the White House says it will look into that protected status and may or may not continue it.
They are essential workers of our communities. They are our caretakers. They care for our children. They clean our homes, our offices. They prepare our food.
Councilmember Gil Cedillo has introduced a proposal in City Council asking the City of LA to stand in support of TPS workers and to call for sweeping immigration reform that will allow them a path to citizenship.
That program is essential. The Trump administration has to be stopped. They are dividing families and destabilizing our community, but we will be more persistent and more relentless than the president in our resistance.
Here in California, new laws have made the state a sanctuary state, and federal agents are now barred from making immigration raids at the work sites or while people are taking their kids to school. But supporters say more has to be done.
There is no denying the fear that continues for many in our communities. Considering that when 24 hours after the governor signed these acts into law, ICE, through the Department of Homeland Security, and the Trump administration declared their hateful intention to retaliate against California and move into neighborhoods, door to door, work sites in our communities to arrest our immigrant brothers and sisters.
It's not clear how many council members will support Cedillo's latest proposal, but he's confident it will pass and determined to keep putting pressure on Capitol Hill to address immigrants' concerns. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
There are about 440,000 immigrants working in the U.S. under temporary protected status. Well, texting and driving may be tempting to do while sitting in traffic, but don't do it. Thousands of lives are lost every year because drivers are distracted. As Gil Reyes reports, the city gets the word out with 300 moving advertisements.
LA City buses are sporting a new look. These ads reminding drivers to focus on the road. Jerry Lynch knows the message too well. Her 16-year-old son, Connor, a Notre Dame high school athlete, was struck and killed by a distracted driver 7 years ago this month.
It just seemed very important to me. I'm a mother of 2 other boys, that something had to be done because these are preventable fatalities.
Make sure you arrive, just drive. The message now emblazoned on 300 LA City Department of Transportation Commuter Express and Dash buses. The reminders not to text or call while driving. The National Traffic Highway Safety Administration says in 2015, nearly 3,500 people nationwide were killed in crashes involving distracted driving, 391,000 others injured.
It is 100% preventable, these injuries and deaths of Americans that we could be saving if we would just pay attention to what's in front of us while we're driving.
Councilman Paul Krikorian joins Lynch and LAPD Valley traffic officers in Van Nuys to launch the ads on National Teen Driver Safety Week.
Hopefully it'll start conversations. People will see it. They'll think twice about sending that totally unnecessary text while they're driving, or they'll realize the importance of pulling to the curb and stopping your car if it's urgent.
Lynch, whose son was struck by a teen driver, wants parents to spread the word.
Really talk to your children and make sure too that you're doing the right behavior, that you are a responsible model. And it's not only teens texting behind the wheel or distracted behind the wheel, it's the mothers and fathers too.
In Van Nuys, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
Councilman Krikorian estimates more than a quarter of drivers ages 16 to 34 text and drive on a regular basis. Well, sometimes small gestures go a long way. Rasha Goel was on location with some Angelinos who came together to create a special welcome home package for new tenants. Rasha.
Yana, I'm here in North Hollywood. Now, I am standing in actually one of the units that's going to be a part of a complex for transitional supportive housing for homeless individuals. And this basket right here, well, it's going to be a welcome home basket that's going to be placed in each of the units here as individuals move into their new homes by the end of the year.
It hit home for me. I know someone that was once homeless, and so seeing this just brings joy to my heart that we can give back and make that difference.
Nicole Vargas volunteered her time to help package the baskets. She's among the employees at Cabrillo, Inc., a company specializing in travel accessories, which donated and put the baskets together.
Basic essentials, things like toilet paper, pillows, plates, and other utensils. Unfortunately, a lot of people in the world don't have these basic essentials.
The baskets will be placed in each apartment of this 50-unit complex being built by LA Family Housing, an organization helping people transition out of homelessness.
These beautiful apartments are part of a larger transformative development that we lovingly call the campus at LA Family Housing. The campus serves as a new model in homeless services across the region and will be the first to co-locate apartments with health care, with our comprehensive outreach team serving the entire valley, and a comprehensive service center for all of our partners to work together under one roof.
When people move into housing often, they don't have the basic necessities that they need. The soap dish is bare. They don't have the curtain rod or the shower curtain. They don't have the sheets for the bed, or sometimes not even the mattress. And when we can put together the generosity of Los Angeles, we can put together the donations that we get from around this amazing city of angels, we can give people a sense that they aren't just moving into a home, they're being embraced by a community.
City officials say it goes beyond a basket.
But every time we touch anyone who is living on the streets and we can connect them to services like LA Family Housing, you are empowering a woman. You are empowering an entire family to be able to get back on their feet,
making a difference that will leave a lasting impact. In North Hollywood, I'm Rasha Goel for LA This Week.
The volunteer effort was coordinated through a program called MOVE, part of the Mayor's Office of Volunteer Engagement. And on the other side of town, even more volunteers came together for a different cause, cleaning up our beaches. Gil Reyes reports from the gathering at Cabrillo Beach during a worldwide cleanup.
10-year-old Owen Stover and his dad are among the tens of thousands of volunteers helping out in the largest coastal cleanup on the planet.
Because I love the ocean and I think it's disrespectful to leave trash on the beach.
Others worldwide feel the same way. That's why all 50 states and around 100 nations took part in Coastal Cleanup Day. This yearly effort in Cabrillo Beach in San Pedro alone removed all these plastic bottles, wrappers, and other junk.
Usually about 300 pounds worth of trash, and generally sometimes about 200 pounds of recyclables.
Much more was the amount of trash collected statewide. The California Coastal Commission says 510,000 pounds of trash was removed from beaches, rivers, and streams throughout the Golden State in one day. Volunteers included students from Cortinez Visual and Performing Arts School in downtown.
You know, I think anything that gets my students involved, whether we're doing cleanups in their neighborhood or coming out to the beach to do cleanups or doing recycling on campus, whatever they can do to kind of make small impacts. I think lots of people making small impacts is really important.
Small impacts making a world of difference in this global cleanup. Reporting from Cabrillo Beach, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
The Ocean Conservancy says 6,000 separate events took place worldwide, including cleanups in Venice and in Santa Monica. Well, turning now to a day of recognition for cops and firefighters who have gone above and beyond their usual call of duty. Anna Marcos shows us how the E-Awards remind us of our everyday public safety heroes.
Recent wildfires and shooting tragedies are on the minds of many here, and why not? They are cops and firefighters. But on this day, the E-Awards honor the heroic more than the tragic.
I see it more important not only every day, but particularly now in very difficult times. With what happened recently, the massacre in Las Vegas, certainly the fires that are going on in California, our first responders are living on the edge.
6 LA cops and 6 LA firefighters are taking center stage for living on that edge and going beyond, as Councilmember Mitch Englander honors their efforts in saving lives. These are the men and women who rescue people in burning buildings, who save others from committing suicide, who find a home for the homeless, and get victims through the terrors of domestic violence.
The majority of them are female victims. I think I just bring that soft side to things. I have just a way about me where they just feel comfortable and calm and feel like I've got that nurturing side of me, and they feel comfortable actually sharing their story.
There was a guy that's a military veteran, a Navy veteran that had been living on the streets and off of Mulholland in the bushes for over a decade, and we were able to connect him to services. With LA Family Housing, was able to get him an apartment.
I appreciate being nominated and a recipient of this award, but we were just doing what we do every day.
The awards honor not just current public safety heroes, but future ones as well, including 3 up-and-coming cadets.
I'm planning on being a forensic psychologist. I think just hard work and determination got to me.
From looking to the future to looking back at your life's work, 31-year LAPD veteran Bill Bustos gets a Lifetime Achievement Award for his detective work in solving traffic crimes.
We had a double hit and run. There was a fatality. I think I was awake for about 46 hours. We continued to go and go and go until we made an arrest.
Yes, it seems these heroes are always on the go, keeping the bad guys and the bad fires at bay so we stay safe. And on this one day, they get a pat on the back. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
A second Lifetime Achievement Award went to LA Fire Department chopper pilot Eric Rice. While school can be tough enough as it is, now imagine having to lug all those heavy books without a backpack. As Gil Reyes reports, local churches wanted to make sure a group of students got the supplies they needed.
South LA Council member Curran Price helps to hand out free backpacks to underserved middle school kids in South Los Angeles. Kids like Samantha Alvarez.
Well, it feels good because my backpack was ripped.
Yes, ripped. Until now, little Samantha had to carry her books by hand. Not easy if she had to carry a lot. But that's all in the past. It's a great day for her classmates, too.
The lucky recipients, 250 kids from Normandy Elementary School. The backpacks were made available through community donations, and it's a very special day for Councilman Curran Price because he actually attended school here during the early 1960s.
Oh, fond memories of playing kickball, the ball going over the fence, of course, but just having a lot of fun. And really understanding the importance of the community, surrounding communities.
Community nonprofits like Keep Neighborhoods First helped supply the book bags. So did the group Churches in Action, led by Bishop Juan Carlos Mendez.
Churches in Action, which is a coalition of 3,000 churches here in the city of Los Angeles, have been doing this for the last 10 years. And we're so proud of our churches and the parishioners who voluntarily, give an offering.
Like angels on their shoulders, providing much-needed sacks for the children's backs. In South Los Angeles, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
Normandy Principal Dr. Sandra Sklarsch would like to thank Keep Neighborhoods First, local churches, and Councilman Price, as the free book bags are expected to go a long way in the children's education. Well, turning now to LA's growing senior citizen population, the mayor has a new directive called Purposeful Aging LA, and now the Department of Rec and Parks wants to help seniors fight aging with a bit of cardio. And Marcos has more from a health fair for seniors in the Valley.
This health and wellness fair is a chance to get your salsa and your Zumba on, especially if you are over 50. The Department of Recreation and Parks wants seniors to stay active and healthy, and they can take any of the classes shown here at their favorite local senior center.
You seem a little out of breath here.
Yeah, well, I'm not used to Zumba. It gets your heart rate up, it gets everything moving and grooving, and it's enjoyable.
It's important to keep moving, whether it's walking every day, it's parking your car further away from the grocery store so that you take that extra step, or you can come to Recreation and Parks and take a free class.
And once they're done catching their breath, senior citizens here can get answers on everything from Meals on Wheels to Alzheimer's care to even their blood pressure numbers.
I'm diabetic and I have high pressure. I'm sick from my cholesterol and I have heart pains.
So you need to get checked regularly.
Yeah. So now I'm drinking all natural vegetable juices. And I walking and I work with kids. I go walking on the park and all that. I'm getting help.
I'm 70. 70 years young, not old.
The fair even has its own elderly Olympian of sorts. Hiro Moriyasu is both a gold and silver medalist in this year's National Senior Games. His sport, table tennis, but the guys also run 30 marathons.
When you are active, you can think better because you put oxygen in your brain, I think better. If I stay home and doing nothing, I'll be dead soon.
He looks very much alive to us. The big message here, a few healthy habits just might keep you healthy, active, and alive well into your golden years. Most seniors can drink to that. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Representatives of Councilmember Paul Krikorian's office were also on hand for the event. Well, we all know LA is a hub for diversity, and some folks in downtown LA got a taste of one of the city's most exotic cultures. And Marcos takes us to a party in Thai Town that helps celebrate the mayor's Great Streets initiative.
Visitors got quite a taste of Thai at the so-called pop-up event, a kind of block party which kicked off in LA's Thai Town. And there was reason to celebrate. The community just got awarded one of the mayor's Great Streets Initiative grants for their vision in developing the area, and they want to advertise Thai culture to all Angelenos.
It's very good because people know about more Thai town, and then people they come here to visit, to shopping, to eat Thai food, and also massage.
Today is a culmination of over 6 months of community engagement to develop a vision for Thai Town and Hollywood Boulevard.
In the last few years, the Thai Community Development Center has painted Thai-inspired crosswalks in the area, improved sidewalks, planted trees, and put up Thai signs and statues. Now it's using its $10,000 Great Streets Initiative grant to get residents' input for improving Thai Town even more. Not all the comments are good.
They agreed to the top 3 concerns. That's homelessness, vandalism, crime, and dirty streets.
Okay, there's room for improvement, but let's get back to that Thai dance and theater, or even better, the Thai food.
You can find the best, Thai food, the most authentic Thai food, very spicy, very delicious Thai food. Right here in Thai Town, the best Thai food you can find outside of Thailand.
So there you go. You can spend a day or evening visiting Thailand without ever leaving LA. And that's the main point of the party, so come visit. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
LA's Thai Town is located on Hollywood Boulevard, a few blocks east of the 101. Well, it's not just about making home runs on the field. For the Dodgers, it's also about pitching the right messages to the community. Rasha Goel has more.
It's a day of play and service for Dodger alumni as they partner with 50 volunteers from United Healthcare to help create a pathwalk for students at the Alessandro Elementary School.
We're inviting the kids here to walk the path as much as they could and be healthy as they grow. It's important for both the Dodgers and United Healthcare to promote healthy living.
Just be more active and better citizens.
A pathway with inspirational messages will be painted, along with planting a garden. It's something the students are excited about.
I feel that they really care about this school and they really care about our education.
I think it's kind of awesome how all the people come together and actually make the school really bright and fun for the kids to play and be really active.
This is just one of the many things the Dodgers do to give back.
The Los Angeles Dodgers are part of the cultural fabric here in Los Angeles, and it is our responsibility to help meet the community needs, and we do that in various ways. We bring kids to the stadium, we do work in the community like today, and so we feel very responsible.
Responsible for a gift that will impact generations of students to come. I'm Rasha Goel for LA This Week.
A controversial LAPD pilot program is about to take off. Metro kicks off a new campaign to remind riders to mind their manners, and a couple of beloved music teachers from San Fernando High School get special recognition. All these stories in Citybeat. The Police Commission, the civilian panel that oversees the Los Angeles Police Department, approved a drone pilot program several months after the department first presented what it called a limited plan to use the technology. The approval came despite opposition from activists who consider the technology a threat to civil liberties. Only 6% of the nearly 1,700 emails the department received about the program were in support of it. According to the guidelines the commission approved, drones would be used in a limited capacity, including high-risk tactical operations, barricaded armed suspect responses, hostage rescues, and situations involving threats of exposure to hazardous materials. Metro has launched an online and print etiquette campaign to raise public awareness about proper behavior and manners while riding its buses and trains. The Metro Manners campaign uses anime characters and focuses on what the agency said are some of the most common etiquette problems on the transportation system, including seat hogging, blocking aisles, and eating and drinking while riding. The campaign features actress and YouTube star Anna Akana as Superkind, Metro's official protector of the agency's customer code of conduct, who battles a monster named Rude Dude, who frequently violates Metro's etiquette rules.
And these rules are in place to ensure that everybody has an enjoyable ride on Metro and that they respect other people's rights when they're on the transit system.
Los Angeles City Councilwomen Monica Rodriguez and Nuri Martinez designated the intersection at Laurel Canyon Boulevard and Chamberlain Street as Giger Square to honor the late Richard Giger Jr. and Ellen Giger, beloved band and drill team instructors at San Fernando High School. Richard Giger Jr., who directed the San Fernando High School marching band, passed away in November of 2016. During the couple's 17-year tenure, the band won 13 LA Unified School District band and drill team championships. The school's music building and mural were also recently dedicated to Richard Giger Jr. Martinez and Rodriguez are both graduates of San Fernando High School.
They were absolutely dedicated and taught us to be the very best of ourselves.
Well, Boyle Heights just got a new landmark that celebrates female empowerment of all kinds. But the artist just might surprise you. Anna Marcos takes us to the unveiling.
Murals are back in a big way in Boyle Heights, and this one, called Empowerment, is causing quite a buzz. It's the work of a 15-year-old girl.
Seeing the faces of little girls passing by and smiling and asking questions about the mural gave me such a sense of accomplishment.
For Isabel Peinado, it all started with a Girl Scout badge. She wanted to earn the Gold Award, the highest Girl Scout honor, but her mural proposal soon turned into an epic art project to celebrate women leaders of all races.
I want everyone that passes by to feel like their ethnicity is up here and that they're important, and for them to learn about the different women up here.
The artist who does this starts to become something like the person they're painting. And that's what I think about Isabel, who saw something in it.
Peinado sure picked some great role models. Besides Rosa Parks, there's leaders like Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman astronaut. There's a Supreme Court justice, a talk show host, a women's rights activist, a singer, a novelist, even Princess Diana. Oh, and don't forget famous Mexican artist Frida Kahlo.
It also is a tribute to female power, diversity, and social change.
Councilmember Jose Huizar and his family helped Peinado with encouragement, funding, and a building on which to paint her mural. Huizar's daughter, a classmate of Peinado's at the LA County High School for the Arts, even pitched in with the painting, as did other classmates.
This is where the mural movement started for the city of Los Angeles, and it spread throughout the city, and at one time we were known as having the most public murals anywhere in the world. Unfortunately, because of some lawsuits, there was a 10-year ban on murals in the city.
Luckily, the ban on murals was lifted in 2013. As for Peinado, well, she put in well over the 80 hours required for the Gold Award with a whopping 600 hours. We think somebody just earned that Gold Award Girl Scout badge. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Peinado says she's been taking art classes since she was 5, but her goal is to become a photographer or architecture designer. Well, come out for the Dia de las Muertes celebration at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Learn all about death and mourning during the Victorian era, and a Halloween carnival that's sure to keep the kids entertained. All this in this week's Things to Do. Hollywood Forever Cemetery is proud to present the 18th annual Dia de las Muertes Festival, recognizing the legacy of Posada. Over 100 years ago, Posada gave us many of the foundational images of Dia de las Muertes that are still venerated today and which have become treasured images of Mexican culture and identity. J.G. Posada reminds us that art is power, mass-produced by the printing presses and now social media. Come celebrate on October 28th at 12 p.m. at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, located at 6000 Santa Monica Boulevard. History buffs step back in time for the 14th annual Halloween and Mourning Tour at the Heritage Square Museum. Learn all about death and mourning etiquette during the Victorian era, the movement of spiritualism, and how other cultures celebrate and remember their loved ones. From authentic Victorian attire to fortune-telling, this morbid affair is not to be missed. It all takes place on Saturday, October 28th and Sunday, October 29th at the Heritage Square Museum, located at 3800 Homer Street. For more, visit heritagesquare.org. For even more Halloween fun, head on over to the Halloween Festival and Haunted Maze at the North Hollywood Rec Center. There will be plenty of activities for the kids, along with candy and games, cookie decorating, mummy wraps, bobbing for radioactive donuts, and bingo for the adults. The fun begins at 3 p.m. on Saturday, October 28th at 11430 Chandler Boulevard in North Hollywood. And that's a look at some things to do.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition. I'm Yana Kane from all of us here at LA This Week. Thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacitybeat.org. You can also follow and like us on Facebook. We'll see you back here next week for more of LA This Week.